1059 The Region.
We're talking about giving back and getting involved in your community. And one of the first organizations that comes to mind when you think rolling up your sleeves and getting dirty for a good cause is Habitat for Humanity. Jim Lang caught up with the GTA branch CEO, Ene Underwood.
The Habitat for Humanity in the Greater Toronto Area does amazing work helping families looking for affordable housing in a number of different ways. Not only is it the build, but also something called the Restore, something I know all too well from my own family. Thrilled to be speaking to the CEO of the Habitat for Humanity, Ene Underwood. Hello, Ene.
Hey, pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you here. And before we get too much into the build and some of the other different activities happening with the Habitat for Humanity throughout the summer, let's talk about the Restore and how it benefits citizens and families and homeowners like myself and the Habitat for Humanity.
Well, the Restores are a wonderful Canadian invention, actually. There are 100 of them around North America, but they started in Canada. And the Restore is a retail operation where we sell new and gently used home renovation products, home appliances, and home furniture. All of the product is donated, and the labor is predominantly volunteer. And so that means that the proceeds of Restores are available to us to help us build more homes. But for consumers, it's a wonderful win because the products there are sold at 50 to 80% off retail. And similarly for homeowners or businesses, it's a win because it's an opportunity to find a new home for products not needed without having them go to the landfill site.
Because I would imagine through the course of a year that you must divert tons of what would be waste and landfill going to the Restore being sold and used to the public.
You're absolutely right. We estimate there would be about 100 absolutely full dumpster trucks going to landfill sites in the GTA if it were not for the 10 Restores that we operate in the GTA.
Well, Ene, what's been good for our family through the years, and we lived in the Newmarket 12 years and slowly but surely renovated our house, we find that convenient about the Restore to get maybe we need one thing or two things instead of buying a bulk at one of the big stores and go to the Restore because I need like one cabinet door and it's right there.
Yeah, you have your favorite old door and the doorknob doesn't work anymore. Go to the Restore because we probably have a doorknob that is going to match your door, or we have a door that will match the size of the frame that you're looking for, or we have you're right, we have something for everyone. We have vanities, we have toilets, we have full kitchen sets, full living room, dining room sets. It is a wonderful treasure trove for shoppers, and there are 3 of them, right? There's 10 across the GTA. There are 3 of them right here in York Region.
What does it mean by upcycling?
Well, upcycling is for the creative among us. Okay. So, and we love to see what people do with Restore material. So people that will take a chair that looks like it could have headed to the dump and all of a sudden, it gets repainted or refinished or a pillow put on it or whatever else and it becomes something new. Or people have taken doors and turned them into, wonderful frames for pictures, or have made coffee tables out of all kinds of things, or have taken a chandelier and all of a sudden it has become something new. So we often run a thing we call the Upcycle Challenge to really challenge designers, both professional and just individual, to see what they can do from products in the Restores.
Thrilled to be speaking with Ene Underwood, the CEO of Habitat for Humanity, which does such amazing work in the community. And my wife and I talk about this all the time. Our daughters are teenagers, and we think, well, how are they going to afford to buy a house when they're of that age with the housing prices? It must be so difficult for so many families to find affordable housing. Well, how is Habitat for Humanity helping the community for those families who just want a place to live?
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, you can't spend a week reading the paper without seeing headlines about affordability, particularly here in York Region. 4% of households in York Region are actually on the wait list for affordable housing.
Really?
So as you've said, our work in Habitat for Humanity is to be a piece of the solution to that. The solution that we offer is specifically for working low-income families, giving them a hand up into home ownership. So that whole vision people have of Habitat, of volunteers coming together, those volunteers are actually working in partnership with working low-income families, helping them build and then buy a home that they can afford to live in here in York Region.
That's fantastic. I know there's a number of builds throughout the GTA New York region. We were doing some work at the one in East Gwillimbury. Where is the status of that place now?
We were thrilled to celebrate home ownership with that family in East Gwillimbury back late in the fall.
Excellent.
So that's a mom and her 2 children in that home, and that mom worked night shifts as a personal service worker and was on that build site almost every day, helping build her home. And now, like any other Habitat partner family, she has a mortgage with Habitat for Humanity, which we manage so that we're able to structure those mortgage payments so that they are affordable to that mom.
Exactly.
We change the payments every year based on the family's income. So as the family's income goes up, their mortgage payments will go up. And again, it's a 0 interest mortgage for a 20-year period of helping families as their income goes up have payments that are at a level that they can afford.
I know I read recently the Toronto Maple Leafs are involved with some of your Habitat for Humanity activities. I know we at the station are thrilled to be part of it. What are some of the new builds that are happening that listeners might be interested in?
Well, we're really excited. We are later this summer going to be starting our first ever build in Stouffville.
Excellent.
And we are going to do that as a blitz build. So people are going to notice us there. In the span of 1 week, people are going to see a raw piece of ground become a home with walls, roofs, doors, windows, etc. So we're excited about getting a whole community lined up, embracing this build in Stouffville, and working really fast in a very high profile way to raise some walls and make a home for a family.
It sounds like the old barn raising back in the day in the farms.
And you know, it's I know you're coming, your team here at 105.9, and I think one of the sweetest experience for volunteers is that by the wall raising moment of when you've got, 8 or 10 volunteers having built a wall, standing together and raising that wall up. It is, it's truly that moment of realizing how much each of us matters and how when we all come together, this tremendous thing, this very real, important thing that we can make happen in our communities and for families in our communities.
I mean, we all want to do something to help, but to see something so tangible as a wall that you help raise, it must be very impactful.
It is very impactful, and it's very fun. People love being part of Habitat Builds. People love volunteering in our restores, and we've got lots of opportunities for people to do that coming up here in York Region.
I mean, I can't wait to be part of it. So, but to do something of that magnitude in that time frame, how much help do you get from tradespeople in York Region to be part of it?
Well, so first of all, we are always looking for help from everyone. So we have lots of people that don't have skills come and help us out on our build sites, and like me. And so any of your listeners that are listening that say, I'd just like to come and help out, they should go to our website and let us know that they want to help out. But you are also correct that we love it when people that are in the trades or people that sell building products call us and say, how can I help? Whether it's I can donate the shingles for the roof, or I can come and put the roof on for you.
And what a difference that makes.
That makes a huge difference. Electricians that's come and say, well, I'll do the wiring for that house. These are huge ways that people can bring the skills that they have to offer and help make something transformative happen for families.
Just a reminder, the website is?
The website is habitatgta.ca.
Habitatgta.ca. So we have the builds coming up, the one in Stouffville. We have the restores. I know there's Newmarket. Where are the other two?
There's a Newmarket store that you know really well
Very
up in
well.
Davis Drive, right across from right beside the hospital. Woodbine, just south of Highway 7, across from the Tim Hortons, is its second one in Markham.
Right.
And then in Vaughan, right around the corner from the Colossus movie theater on Roundtree Dairy Road, is our third store.
So you have York Region East, West, and North all covered. So there's no excuse for anybody in York Region not to hit the restore.
Take a drive, check out the restores.
And
absolutely.
Ian, this time of year, this is when people are maybe sprucing up the house or maybe taking an old piece of furniture, doing it in the backyard in the weather. Hit the restore, get that little thing you need, and upcycle something.
Yeah, and we use the phrase donate, do good, it's easy, right? As well as shop, do good, it's easy. Because whether you're shopping or donating at a restore, you are making making a difference for a York Region family. And it's also important for people to know these families, when they're moving into their home, as I said, they're paying a mortgage. So the person that donated that service for the roof or did the electrical for us can know that the value of that service is getting paid back by the family. The family pays the mortgage back. We then take those mortgage payments. That helps us build the next home for the next York Region family. So it is a wonderful model. And when people do good by giving to the Habitat model, they can know that it's going to keep paying it forward through the way our model works.
I can't think of anything more righteous as an individual, as a citizen, to help someone have a place to live to call their own. And I think what you guys do at Habitat for Humanity is such amazing work. We're thrilled to be part of it. It's our pleasure. You may regret having me on the job site, but I'll try to stay out of the way and do my best. I'm good at carrying garbage and bringing snacks to people. So we will do our best. We say everyone's doing their little bit to help. And we can get this house built in Stouffville as quick as possible and get someone moved in there for the fall.
Well, you've hit all the right notes, Jim, that just, we say everyone matters. Every hand matters. You carrying the garbage matters. People putting the insulation in the wall, it matters. People saying, yeah, we don't need to sell our couch on Kijiji. We'll take it to the restore. That matters. And we all deserve a safe, decent, affordable place to live. No matter how old we are, no matter what job we have, no matter what school our kids go to, where we were born, who we are, everyone deserves a safe, decent, affordable place to live. That is a challenge in York Region, and it's wonderful to have you and your team here at 105.9, hopefully with lots of other folks from the York Region helping us build homes here, starting with this one that we're getting underway in Stouffville.
Outstanding. And I know once we get the word out, we're for sure a lot of our listeners are going to join in and help be part of it.
We would love to have your listeners. There are so many ways for your listeners to get involved with us. Give it a shot. Come and help us build. Volunteer in our restores. Donate to our restores. Shop to our restores. If you're saying, I don't want to build, but I can make you some lunch or I can make lemonade for a hot summer day. All of those things matter. They are the essence of communities coming together to make Habitat for Humanity do transformative things for families.
Because I'm really good with sandwiches and taking out garbage, so I'm glad I could do that to help.
We are all for taking out garbages and sandwiches. It all matters.
Beautiful.
That was Jim Lang speaking with the CEO of Habitat for Humanity GTA Ene Underwood.
We're the station everyone's talking about because we talk about you. York Region, we are your radio station. 105.9 The Region.